Are we live? Destination cannot be started. Check for details. Which one would it start? Rumble. I didn't want Rumble to start. Okay. Besides that, everything's fine. I tried to turn Rumble off.
Oh, YouTube's on.
Okay, YouTube's on. Boomer Bunker's on. Oh, I even got John Jamingo on. So even my personal, my personal. Okay. So it all started this morning. I got up and got a cup of coffee. So one of the things that one of the things, I got to turn this off because everything's going, like my phone's blipping and blopping. My blood pressure's probably through the roof. Hey, Budvugger, what's going on? Hey, Dean. All right, so I don't
John
even
has
know
to vent about the Eagles.
Yeah. Well, not only that, but this morning I got on here and there's certain things about my audio that I'm not crazy about. All right. When we do when we live stream like right now, you're louder than I am. And normally I wouldn't worry about it because this is just the video of us recording our audio podcast. I take the audio, after we get done, I take the audio, I process it, make everything sound, I normalize everything, and then I put it out.
Make sound nice.
I make sound nice.
Make sound nice.
It's what I do. I make sound nice. So I was bored in the morning, and I started watching some videos on Ecamm, and they said, well, if you're having problems with this, why don't you do this, blah, 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 blah. So I came in here, and I tried to change a bunch of settings, and things weren't working, and I went, why
fucked up.
Why do you do this? Why do you do this? Like, I feel like Nick Sirianni right now, okay?
Let's try this.
Yeah. You know what? Everybody else does this. But you know what? I'm going to go against the grain. I'm going to do that.
Exactly.
So this morning, as I started, I got a brand new keyboard. It's a wireless keyboard, and it'll work on 3 different units. The Steelers playing now, or did they play?
No, they won.
They won. So the Steelers won. Yes.
3-0.
Jody, this is live. Yes, Jody. Kate has an echo.
I do.
You do?
It is live, yeah. I don't know.
Kate echo. I can't tell. Why this ain't in Rumble is because I had problems and I couldn't get to Rumble, so I had to redo everything. And so this is why I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. So now let me try something here.
Okay.
All right, while we're doing this live, I'm going to go back to where. Now, is it all staticky again?
No static.
No static this time.
Echo. But echo.
You do have an echo now. All righty. Let me go up here. Cha.
Hey, Boomer Pub.
I know why. Here we go.
I don't hear an echo.
All right, you probably won't hear one now. Do you hear an echo now? I think
I do not hear myself on an echo.
Okay. Ducko have an echo. Ducko have an echo.
Bob says it's fixed.
See, I play. So it's what I do, okay? I go in and I mess around and I play with things. Okay. Now, a smart guy would say, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make a whole copy of this, what I have here, and then I'll play with that. And that way, if I fuck that up, this is still okay. Not me. I just, I wade in.
Touch
like a
everything.
Nitwit. Touch everything. All right.
I did that with my fantasy football today. Like I made a couple trades, and all of a sudden it went from like my percentage win was like I'm very close because I'm playing your daughter. I'm playing Megan. And it was like I was a little low, and I made a couple trades, and all of a sudden it was like, and I'm like, what I do? Like, shit, who'd I do? Put it back. They should have an undo button. So
let me.
Jody wants to know if you pressed record.
No, I'm not recording this. This was just to come in and fix everything that I fucked up. Yeah, I had to come in and fix everything because I can't talk about too much. Some people behind the scene know what's going on, but Wednesday might be a big day. a real big day here. And I say that because why do we do what we do here? We do what we do here for fun, just to kick around, have some fun, podcast to some friends,
Right.
make some jokes, just be, just something to do for fun. We're not trying to make any money at it. It has nothing to do with anything else. And then I how do I put this? There is somebody that we have joked about in the past.
You're so subtle, John.
I know. We've joked about him in the past, but it's a joke, okay? It's not a big deal. It's just a joke. All right. And the thing about it is that this person that we joked about loves to joke about other people. He thinks it's hysterical. So we did a couple segments. And, if you're going to come after me and say my show sucks and nobody watches it, and you're just an old boomer screaming, get off my lawn, I get it. That's,
Yes,
there's 2 to 3 million podcasts out there you can listen to. It's no problem. Go listen to them. Go have fun. It's just I'm just going. I got an audience that likes what I do. They're my peoples, and they're here, and I thoroughly enjoy doing what we do here. I love coming on with Duchess. We have a great time. It's a lot of fun. It keeps me in the game. Keeps me from watching Matlock and sitting around.
I enjoy a good time. Yes.
Waiting. Of course, Mike. So let me see something here. Let me get. I played with everything, so I gotta test everything. I'm sorry.
There's a drop.
Yeah, I played with everything. So instead of sitting around all day on TV watching, waiting for Fox News alerts, this is what I do. Okay. So apparently, I did a thing. I put it out there, and
As you tend to do.
Some other people have picked up on it. No, Megan, I can't talk to you right now. Can't talk to you right now, Megan. It's my daughter. Let me tell you something.
I know who Megan is. Yeah. Complainer.
Somebody, that poor kid has been saddled with my sense of humor, but she's a nice person. So in other words, things happen.
Poor thing.
Right, exactly. And she doesn't know how to handle it. I'm like, embrace the force, use it. It's a great tool. I know I'm jumping around here, but I don't have anything planned, and my ADD is going on. So today I'm watching the Eagles game, and nothing gets me fucking fired up than watching this coach, Sirianni, think that he is Bill Belichick or Tom Landry or Don Shula. And instead of doing the right thing, he's going to outsmart everybody. Meanwhile, he does not. So again, he gets all the way down. Does he kick a field goal? No, he doesn't kick a field goal. He goes for fourth and whatever, nothing happens. Now, thank God the defense bailed him out. The Eagles won today by a point, 3 points?
A lick and a fucking promise is what they won by.
Okay. The defense this time bailed him out. The only reason that this team did not lose, it was not because Sirianni didn't try. And what's going on with Jalen Hurts? Throwing the ball away, fumbling the ball. I mean, he looks like a rookie. So the defense is coming after the Eagles. And I'm like, he needs a hot read. You just dump it over the top, get somebody out there, dump it over the top so he can just run. And my daughter sends a voicemail, because now we've used the voicemail on text, because our text group. She goes, yeah. And then when he does that, it throws an interception, and then you're crying about that. Next caller. I'm like, I can't even get mad about that.
You Eagles fans are passionate.
So I'm screaming. I can't believe they won. It's amazing that they won. But we're in trouble now.
Well, 15-12. I mean, you won by
we've
a
lost
field goal, essentially.
A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith.
Yeah.
Both hurt. Whatchamacallit has
that hit today on, was it Smith who got hit today?
Oh yeah, they knocked his dick in the dirt.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a bad looking hit.
Right.
I was like,
Then we lost Lane Johnson. They think he has a concussion. and he was throwing up on the sideline. When you have a concussion where you're throwing up,
Yeah, you're puking.
that,
That's bad.
that's a bad one. He's going to be out for some time. Now his back. You okay over there? You need a minute to.
I was putting the TV on. Oh, it's football.
I know. So
Just because I'm talking to you doesn't mean I'm not paying attention to football,
I know.
sir.
Right, I got it. So anyhow, so I'm screaming back and forth about the football game, and the thing is, that Sirianni, he keeps trying to do all this, like outthink everybody, and he keeps stepping on his cock every time. So I'm screaming and yelling about that. Thank God for Saquon Barkley. If he doesn't break that touchdown,
Yeah.
we're screwed. We have nothing. We have nothing. What weapons do we have left? We're back. We're down to
we don't
third and
have a lot.
fourth string receivers. Everything's gone. We had like this great talented team. Now, what's his name? Devontae Smith's going to be out. I don't know when we're going to see AJ Brown.
That was a terrible hit. I'm sorry, they fucking smushed him.
Right, and that's
Did
not.
they
it
get a
wasn't
penalty on that?
No, they did not get a penalty on that.
Oh, okay.
Somebody's going to get
It
fined.
looked like a penalty.
Somebody's
Yeah,
going to
they'll
get
review
fined.
it afterwards. Yeah. Wow.
So the Eagles, they should be 3-0, but they're not. And it's the same thing. Although, hats off to the defense. That defensive line,
Yeah,
they
worked
stepped
their
up
ass off.
today. Jalen Carter, there's the rookie from Georgia. He took it personally. Like he was knocking balls down. He was, the defense stepped up.
I love when they get pissed like that. When they just, not to where they aggressively hurt somebody, but like when they've had enough. Like done. The offense ain't doing it. The defense is going to step it up.
So Budwugger says at least one PA team is 3-0. Okay, all right. So let me get
Who
back
would
to
that
So here's the thing about me. I am a mush. In other words, anything. I was wondering why my lights were all screwed up. Anything that I bet on loses. The reason that they are not 3-0 is because I bet that stupid border crossing Mexican wing wong a bag of candy. And because I bet on them, they lost. Now you're going to say, John, you think that just because you bet on a game that actually influences the game? Yes, I do. And you know why? I have a half a century of...
Well, dump them then. If you love them so much, you got to let them go.
Okay. So what did since we started playing fantasy football, who did I want as my quarterback? Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts.
I finally
Yeah,
get him.
Bob would pay you a lot of money to take him right now.
Right. And I got him. And guess what?
No, I know.
He sucks. So now what do? Do I want him for my fantasy football team? But I want the Eagles to win. So now I know what I have to do. I have to trade him off my fantasy football team. Yes, I do. Because if I don't trade him, he'll have a horrible season. I have to trade him.
I think you got to go one more game before you
No,
make that decision.
no, I can't take the chance.
I
So
can't take the chance.
I can't take the chance.
Well, I don't know. I had that thinking last year. Every time I put their jersey on, they lost. So I stopped putting the jerseys on, and they still kept losing. So I was like, well, fuck it. I may as well just wear the jersey.
Budwugger says, I'll trade him for Dax. I would rather cut him than trade him for Dax. So my daughter
I
Megan
cannot
says,
believe you're going to trade him.
Well, wait to hear this. My daughter Megan says, I'll trade you Patrick Mahomes for Jalen Hurts. What do you do?
Well, by the stats, who's better?
Right now, Mahomes is not really having a good...
He's not either.
He's not really having a good time, so... Trade that cotton picker for a pineapple. I don't know what that even means. What does trade that cotton picker for a pineapple mean?
Okay. Who's your quarterback?
Okay. I got it.
Okay.
Now I got it. Okay.
I don't, oh, come on, Ayuk. Let's go.
Oh, so she's... You're we're like junkies
fantasy
now.
football.
Yeah, fantasy football, we're like junkies now.
I've got it on the phone here, and then I've got the game on over here. It's
All right, so let me
Ravens,
double
Dallas,
check
so
here.
I don't give a shit.
As
you do.
As I look at for my fantasy football, let me see, because I'm playing Bob right now, and he was beating me. Ooh, we are so close. It's 212 to 233, and now he's got 52% to win, and I'm 48. Damn it! So we'll see. Now, Jalen Hurts, he didn't do too bad. He got 28 points, basically, what he got as a quarterback.
He's got, I don't know. I can't imagine, Bob. How did you get Burrow, Bob? Did you trade for someone? Or was he your backup?
Oh, he hasn't even played his quarterback yet. His
quarterback plays tomorrow.
Right.
They're playing Washington. Oh, sorry, John. Washington sucks. Well, they won last week, but they beat the Giants.
Yeah, they beat the Giants, who didn't have a kicker. The guy kicked
Who has their
field
kicker?
goals.
Who has their kicker, John?
Me. I had their kicker. The kicker hurts himself. He pulls a hamstring on a kickoff. I get no points out of my kicker. Not that it makes a difference because I got smoked for that during that game.
I know. First game was rough.
Oh, it was terrible. Terrible.
Yeah, but it changes. It changes so quickly. Someone could get hurt. You don't know. There's a lot of injuries. In the first couple games, like key players went out. I lost Kittle for this game. I'm sitting in the parking lot in Acme this morning, trading people. I'm like, oh, what do I gotta do? And that's when I fucked up my one move. And I was like, oh no, what'd I do? And I couldn't figure out how to get it back to kind of even it back out. But your daughter was slated to win. Oh my God. Your ex is playing Lisa. We'll see what happens this week. Lisa.
Wait a minute, what just happened?
I don't know.
What the hell just happened to my voice?
I don't know. Your balls are this big.
Jesus. Did I hit a button? Where did that come from? Hang on. Okay.
I don't know.
There we go.
There we go. I just hit puberty.
Just did it again.
Maybe I could do a podcast like this and disguise my voice and put it out under another name.
I'm trying to think who your voice is reminding me of. I want to say it's almost like Herman Munster without the weird laugh. Now it's
Lily.
definitely Herman Munster.
Lily.
Did you hit a button?
I must have hit a button with my finger or whatever.
Okay.
I don't know.
Fartif Electric.
Fartif Electric. James Earl Gump. James Earl Gump.
That's my favorite. James Earl Gump.
James Earl Gump is pretty good. James Earl Gump.
How many beers have you had, Budbugger? That's fabulous. That was so good right now. Holy shit. Weird
Does
scores.
that sound like Cardiff now? Oh, yeah, because Cardiff got thrown off of YouTube.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, for some reason, I don't know why. But they
John get him, stuttering John get him.
He can't get it back, yeah.
Bob says carb if electric.
Carb if electric.
Well, those potatoes, they got lots of carbs.
Oh, well, I'll tell you, one thing.
You got to make your face black. You got to not black, but like a silhouette, like you're testifying.
Oh, yeah.
As Jody says, it sounds like you're testifying against the mob.
Well, I still think no matter if I
go like this, it doesn't even matter because I still have that South Jersey Delco accent, so it doesn't.
Yeah,
really
but it doesn't
matter.
sound bad. That's not bad.
You would not, in other words, even if I use this all the time, you would still be able to tell it's me because of the way I talk with my accent.
If you New Yorked it a little bit, a little New York and Jewish, you could sound like Howard Stern. A little bit.
Really?
I think.
Interesting.
A little bit.
I don't know.
I think so. Like maybe early Stern. Like when he still had a decent voice.
It would be funny to do it. I don't know I have no idea what podcast I would use for this. Like in other words, if I did a podcast.
You absolutely sound like him. You got to throw some New York in there. That would be fantastic. Jody
like
says
Howard?
it's just enough to be like Howard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Trying to think.
Yeah.
I don't know how coffee. Well, even Howard doesn't have the New York accent. Well, I guess he does now.
Yeah, he totally does. He totally does
now. Yeah, for a while there he didn't have it, but then when he came back, he's been in New York so long now that
Jody says it is Sternish. Yep.
Very Sternish.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, Robin. Ooh, Robin.
Well, if you drop it low enough, you hit the reverb. Tell someone to sit on some speakers like you used to do.
Oh, that's true too. Hey now. Hey now.
Oh my.
All right, Robert,
He's a
we're going to take some
70,
calls.
Yeah. Jody says when you listen back, you'll hear it. You'll hear the sound. You'll know it. So.
All right, turn it off.
I don't know. I must have hit it with my finger or something. I don't know.
I don't know. Now you know which button it is, right?
Yes, I do know what button it is.
Okay. Save that one. That's a good sound.
Okay.
Lisa says elevator stories with deep throat Jamingo. That sounds dirty.
Elevator
sounds
stories
really
with deep throat Jamingo. What, now I'm doing gay porn? What the hell? What's going on?
What happens in those elevators stays in the elevator.
That's terrible. And there's another thing. Like, in other words, I was playing, well, I have the board here, right? So then there is this one thing that I have. Did I have it here? Yeah, now if I hit this, now it won't play it. All right, never mind.
Okay.
Screw it. But yeah, I was trying to move things around.
Playing.
So my soundboard, so everything was together. You know what they have now? Like, I'm just going to talk sorry we're all over the place, guys, but this is just a test session. So right now, the Stream Deck thing that I have that you use for all this stuff.
I thought you was going to say nigga.
All that stuff. Sorry, this wasn't the one I wanted to push. I was going to this. Get to the fucking point! Me and my big fat fucking dick beaters, my dirty dick beaters, hit the wrong button. But anyhow,
Shh, Bob.
Stream Deck has one now that it's huge. I forget how. It's huge. It's huge. It's 900.
It's so big. It's bigly.
It's so big. It's like
It's huge. It's so big.
So anyhow, it's like $1,000, and I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh,
New toy.
I want, but
I
there's
want
no way I
that.
can pay for that. Yeah, there's
Right.
no way I can buy that. It's just too much. It's just too much. But it is so cool because not only can you have all your sound effects there, but you can, like I said, you can switch scenes. Like I can go to solo Jamingo here. I can do the one where Duchess goes.
Oh no.
I can do that. And go back to here. So
Bob wants to know what it is.
go to Stream Deck. Go to what's Stream Deck? Elgato, wherever Elgato is. Just look it up. It's $999. It's I do use I do. You know what? Wait a minute. Nah, I don't want to do that. I was going to say I'll take my camera and show you my setup, but it's all kind of messed up because I was ripping wires and right before we came on here, Duchess couldn't hear me.
Nice.
And I'm like ripping wires and pulling connections and putting them back in again and shutting the computer off and restarting the computer. So I'm
Gotta
gonna
do
have
what
to
you got to do.
Yeah, I was freaking out for a second there.
Yeah.
So I got wires hanging out that I got to kind of push around a little bit, make them nicey, and needy.
Make look nice.
Make you look nice.
Make it look
So
nice.
anyhow,
Well, that's fine.
now here's what's going to happen. The Eagles win a squeaker. The defense plays phenomenal. Jalen Hurts throws one interception, fumbles the ball once. How many fourth downs did they go for and miss? 3 or 4? And they still win the game. Sirianni will get buried tomorrow. By the third quarter, I was calling for his firing. I would have left him.
Yeah.
I would have left him in New Orleans because he's doing stupid shit. He's just doing dumb stuff. I don't know. So how did the Steelers do?
The Steelers did good. I mean, Justin Fields got his first rushing touchdown. So, and he also managed to throw. He bombed one out to Calvin Austin. So for a 55-yard touchdown. Calvin is on my bench, so I might have to rearrange him a bit because he's got more yards. I'm a huge fan of George Pickens. Huge fan. Ever since they put him on, they brought him in. This is, I think, his third year, and I just love him. And he has amazing hands. Like he can catch that ball and like just keep those toes in so beautifully. And he's done the one-handed catches like over his head, fabulous. So I did not want to lose him for this year. So I've got him. So receiving yards, he got about 114 today, and Justin threw for 273. So which is pretty good. So
Do you have
yes,
Justin as your quarterback?
I do not. I do
Oh,
not
okay.
have Justin Fields. I can't remember who. Somebody snagged him. I think. I want to say Budweiser has him. Maybe. I could be
Maybe.
wrong.
Trump's going to be at the Bama game next Saturday.
Oh my goodness, that's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, how are we going to do that?
Yeah, but Pickens did
Dean's-
drop a couple, but they
Dean's a huge fan of Slim Pickens.
yeah. That's nice.
You know what the
Nice.
thing with the
That's
red
nice.
zone? The red zone gets me all fired up. I'm like, yeah, because I'm like, where are we at? What's going on?
And then it goes poof to the next one. You're like, God damn it! Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
But if that's
what
sometimes
happened?
that's the only way you can watch them. Like for
Yeah.
me, like I think last week that's how I had to watch the Steelers game. So it rotated within four different games because it's the 4:00 games, and the one that was local was I don't even remember what it was last week. It was fucking awful, and I'm like, I don't want to watch this game, so I just flicked it to Red Zone. It's if you have any kind of like distraction,
ADD,
ADD, like any
OCD.
of that, yeah, that gets you because it's like it's constantly like maybe 30 seconds. If there's a good play, they might hang in there for it, but it sucks. But it's better that than none at all. Like I could try to stream it. I have a Streamcast that I found. It was sent to me, and then I but they keep shutting it down because it's an illegal stream. So I keep looking for them though, but
Okay.
it ties up my phone, so it's like the phone's like smoking all day. So I can't get it on my iPad because it's work iPad, and I can't update it anymore. It's kind of where it is. And because what I would do is I would stream it from my phone to the iPad to the TV.
Oh, okay.
So, but because I don't want to tie up my phone because I'm like constantly like looking at stats and stuff. So, it's not so bad. But yeah,
know.
I was excited to get it. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say it's what we do all day long. We're checking. We're checking this the whole day. My phone's going do 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 do. This guy's in the red zone and that guy's in the red
Yep.
zone.
I think I shut it off after a while. But it is the Steelers have an app, so I of course I follow that and I get all the notifications, and of course I follow it on Twitter, and so I get the alerts like 20 seconds before I see the play.
Oh no.
So if I'm surfing my phone, it's like interception. I'm like fuck, and then I gotta watch the interception happen. I'm like fuck, So it's like I see it and I'm bummed, and then I watch it and I'm just disappointed because I know it's coming. So sometimes on a good play, I'll put the phone down and I can hear it buzzing. I'm like, don't look, it's gonna happen. Like I don't know what happened yet, but I can't look. So it's like a spoiler every time, which is kind of fun, but.
So if
I'm watching.
my TV, if I use the antenna and I pick up the over-the-air station, like the Fox station for here, if I pick that up, it's like 10 seconds ahead of cable TV, like Comcast and YouTube TV. It's like 10 to 15 seconds ahead.
Nice.
So then when I was watching, like last year when I was watching the games, and I would yell, "Oh my God!" And they're like, "What happened?" And I'm like, "It was interception." She goes, "No, it's not interception." And I'm like, "Wait." And they're like, "Okay, you got to hang up because I can't take this where you're telling us to play before it happens."
That was happening when we were doing the Zoom calls with with the group, and I'm watching like Saturday night games, and I'm like, "Holy shit, interception!" Everybody's like, "Shut the fuck up!"
Stop it! Can't do this anymore.
So then I'd be like freaking out on the phone. I'm like, I can't say. So yeah,
I'm gonna check something while we're here. While we're
I'm happy. The
online.
Steelers did good. I mean,
So you're 3-0.
We're 3-0. Cleveland's behind us 1-2, and as of now, Baltimore and Cincinnati are both 0-2.
I just want to double check my email and see if I got anything back. No,
I know.
nothing
Who do we
back.
play? Like I know the. Let's see. The Ravens are playing the Cowboys. So it's already 7-3. So the Ravens will probably move up. I don't know. Depends if the Cowboys get their shit together. I'm kind of hoping they do. Hate to root for the Cowboys, but
Yeah, I was just checking my email to see if there's anything came in about Wednesday. Nothing yet.
who's the night game tonight? Wait, hang on.
Let me double check.
Shit, who's Sunday night? Oh, Chiefs Falcons. Ugh.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be watching that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know what?
I mean,
I'm
I'll
a Chiefs
watch
fan.
it anyway. Well,
I'm a Chiefs fan.
yeah. I'm just tired. I'm tired of the Kelseys at this
What?
point. Like, it's just
How
overkill.
dare you? They're American treasures. Did you?
Maybe
do you listen to
Jason, but
do you
like
listen
I'm
to
so
their podcast?
no, I can't listen to them.
Oh,
The
it's
snippets
so
I hear
good.
are funny, but I can't. I just can't. I
All
can't
right, so
listen to them. I don't
Here's
care.
the problem with the New Heights podcast. First of all, way too many fucking commercials. Way
fuck
too many
that.
commercials. It's
I'm not paying for that.
ridiculous.
Do you pay for that? Or if you
No,
pay, you get commercial free.
Well, yeah, Wondery. I tell you what, if it was Wondery Plus and I got that podcast commercial free, I'd do it. I would pay the whatever it is a month. How much can you pay now?
I'm done. I'm like maxed out on my Patreons and
Oh my God, you must!
And
I can't even
kicks and
imagine how
stuff.
much you pay. Do you know how
I
much
don't
you
pay a
in
lot.
Patreon?
I don't
How
pay a
much?
lot.
Let's go over
Well,
real quick.
All right, I belong to Almies. I
Okay.
belong to
Three.
Wheelbarrow Full of
Is that
Dicks.
5?
And Who's Right? I don't think
So
I
that's
paid
12,
Patreon.
13.
Yeah, maybe.
13?
Yeah.
Okay. All right,
I
just
think who
checking.
else I have Patreon for now?
All right,
Oh,
so
and Shitty Song of the Week. Shitty Song of the Week.
really,
Yeah.
I should fire you.
Why?
So that's 18.
Just because you're a grumpy bugger.
No, I just don't like giving red. I don't like anybody giving red money.
For crying out loud.
Sorry, I just don't like giving any. I don't want anybody to give red money.
Oh, and Stu. And
Oh
Stu.
well, Stu, of course, Stu.
I gotta love Stu.
Right,
The LMNO podcast. I love him. There you go. You gotta plug there, Stewie.
right. And then the other guy, he gave his podcast up. Right, we don't talk about him anymore.
Oh well, I don't subscribe to him, so that's not who I
Oh,
have a
it's not.
membership
I
for.
don't think. I think he quit his podcast, from what I understand. So,
I guess so. I guess so.
Mr. Decaf, yeah, Mr. Decaf, he has McCaffrey from San Francisco, and he's out too.
Oh man,
lot of
somebody who's
players are out.
Bosa's out. Did you see that? I was delighted.
Yeah, but Bose is a defensive player, so it's not.
That's true.
it's
No,
not
but it makes
really-
me happy with not
Yes.
my offense. I don't want him in, so I'm not mad about it.
That is true.
Yeah, but Justin Fields is not looking good again. So they ruled him out for the rest of the game. But or not Justin Fields. The guy from the Chargers. What the fuck is his name? I just forgot his name.
Hubert?
Herbert. Yeah, Justin Herbert.
Okay.
I'm thinking Justin Fields. Yeah. I'm not a fan of John Harbaugh, so I don't give a shit. So his whole team can go in flames. So
So you don't like any of the Harbaughs, or you just don't like the one who
No.
was coaching Michigan? Oh, because didn't he used to coach? Who did
he's
he
a
coach
cheater.
in the-
He's a cheater.
What do you mean he's a cheater? How do you say he's a cheater?
Because he cheats. The Wolverines have a whole issue going on with with drafting the students. There's a whole bunch of issues
Oh,
going
really?
on there.
So he's in
Yeah.
trouble now? Oh, is that
Well,
why he quit?
He's never in trouble. That's why I think there was a convenient opportunity for him to move up.
That was, yeah, he did it. Chip Kelly. Chip Kelly was the head coach of the
Yeah.
Oregon Ducks.
Could
Oregon
be.
Ducks.
Yeah.
And then
I mean-
he got in trouble. So
Yeah,
then
he's
he
a good
came to the
coach.
Eagles.
He's a good coach, I suppose. I mean, last year the Wolverines went, all the way. No losses. They were good. It's a good team, and unfortunately, some of the boys that moved up, was it that JJ McCarty, he's out. He's already wrecked for a whole season. Like he's one of the first round draft pick. Gone.
Minnesota took him, right?
Yeah, they're fucked. Yeah, because they got they got Cousins.
Now,
Playing-
Cousins went to Atlanta.
No.
They have Darnold. Remember?
Yeah, Darnold. Poor Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold.
Bastard.
Remember Sammy
Yeah.
Sleeves? Sam Bradford. Remember Sam Bradford? He came to the
I don't know
Eagles,
about that one.
and that's when they had drafted Carson Wentz. And I can't think of the guy's name. Was it Teddy someone? Bridgewater got hurt, like he destroyed
Yes.
his knee.
Yeah.
So they needed a quarterback. So they took and traded Sammy Sleeves, Sam Bradford, to Minnesota, and he went up there and destroyed that team too.
Sammy Sleeves.
Sammy
Sounds like a
Sleeves, because he always
gangster.
wore. In other words, he always had them big sleeves on his jersey. Like he had the big floppy sleeves. You know how now, like he had
Yeah.
like 80s, 90s football sleeves. Like now they're like nice and tight, so you can't grab them.
They are tight.
Not Sammy Sleeves. That was too constrictive on his arms. So Sammy
Yeah.
Sleeves. He's had these big.
Some of the big guys don't want them tight,
Yeah. Tomorrow morning, I'll wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning so I can listen to the sports
Pop
radio.
just says it. Daddy likes it tight.
Daddy likes it tight. Yeah, Dad likes it tight.
Yeah, you made an appearance. Your drop is always on Edwards.
Yeah, I know. I listen.
I love
yeah.
it. It makes me laugh every time.
The funny thing, I was listening to Edward's show, and he gets when he starts doing the "Am I the Assholes?"
I love
and you
those.
can tell he's such a millennial, and he's so semi woke. You know what I mean? So he
I agree with him on some of them. There was one this week. I was like, hard no, but he went for it.
Yeah.
Well, he sees things from it, but keep in mind, that generation decides that whatever their woes are, they're going to put it up and throw it up on the internet and let the idiots in Reddit decide if they're an asshole or not.
Well, that is true too.
So it's the blind leading the blind in there, in my opinion. So
Edward is a very confused person, Bob says. Oh, that's not nice.
that's all his personalities. That's all.
You know what we didn't talk about, which I thought was an interesting conversation, was Dave Grohl. Ow.
We did talk about him a couple weeks
Did we
ago.
talk about him?
We
Did
talked about we did the article, but nothing since then.
Yeah, so now apparently he's getting divorced.
Wow, that's a big public.
How do you tell your teenage kids that they now have a little sister? Derp, derp.
Daddy fell penis first into someone else. Whoops.
Well, I mean, he's been on the road as a rock star for how long? I mean, you've got to know. Look, I'm sorry, but as a man, there's only so much hot girl can be throwing themselves at you where you give in. I don't care who they are. I really don't. I mean, you can say that you love your wife and all that, and then you have this like smoke show come up and basically will do anything to you or with you. And then
there
you're
you
like,
go.
well, nobody's around. The wife's wherever she's at, and we're on
Yeah.
the road. Come on, let's go in the tour bus. All right, everybody out of the tour bus.
He probably has his own tour bus. So
Yeah, I'm just saying it would be fuck Grohl when the Foo Fighters vax mandates for their shows. Oh, okay.
oh, fuck that. Nope.
Okay.
Oh, speaking of going to shows, we went to see ELO last night at the Wells Fargo, which was surprisingly not difficult to get to.
Yeah.
So we went to the Vincenttown Diner, which was very good.
Okay.
And then anyway, blah blah. So we went to the Wells Fargo Center, and it was the what's the baseball? Is it Citi? No, Citi Field?
What are you talking about for the Phillies?
Yeah.
Citizens Bank Park.
Citizens Bank Park. Okay, sorry, I get them all mixed up.
That's all right.
So there was a game going on. It was
Last
the
night,
Savannah Bananas were there, and
Yes.
then Wells Fargo. So it was a crowded parking area because
Oh yeah.
I know they're close, but like once you park there, I'm like they're really close. Like we're driving up, I can see the digital board like for the I'm like, oh, what's going on?
Well, that's all
So-
three. You got Lincoln Financial Field,
Yeah.
Citizens Bank Park, and the Wells Fargo Center. But the Wells Fargo Center it's not the Wells Fargo Center anymore.
Yeah,
It's
it is.
something else now.
It's the name that's on it.
Well, yes, but the Wells Fargo is not it's not
It's another-
sponsoring it anymore, so they're going to get a new name. That's been a lot of different names. So I don't know
Well-
if you know
Whatever it is now. Yeah.
what's going on is the 76ers, the Philadelphia 76ers want their own venue. So they decided they want Philadelphia to give and go into Chinatown and condemn all this land so they can have a venue right downtown. And it's going to cost like $1 billion. And where's all this money going to come from? Or they said
Well,
they're
the
going to
fans,
take
yeah.
they're going to take the team to Camden. And I would be like,
Oh.
bye.
No. Don't come to Camden.
Well, you
Ugh.
went. Didn't you just go to Camden for a concert?
Yeah, it was horrible. It was not. To be honest, I would rather go to whatever the center, the Wells Fargo. I'd rather go there. It was easier, and let me tell you what, I didn't feel like I was going to get murdered walking through. The Camden's nice for like if you want an open air venue, like that's cool. But I liked the Wells Fargo. Although I'm glad I did not. We ended up getting floor seats, which were pretty good. The show was fantastic. But where I'd seen, you can get the tiers. So you get like the first tier, second tier, third tier. They had third tier, but it's so high up. Like the steps to get up it, I'd be terrified to walk down them.
Yeah.
To get out, I'm like, they're just
all
narrow.
the old people are going down backwards, like I do.
Oh my goodness. Well, I can see it. It's
Steps.
there. Let me tell you what, the age range of people to see ELO last night, ridiculous. I was very surprised. No, a lot of young people. Yeah, there was some young kids sitting in front of me. Maybe they were in their early 20s.
Okay.
Singing along, bopping along, having a
Really?
great time. One kid had a Bob Dylan shirt on. The other one had like a Blink 182 shirt. I'm like, these kids come here a lot.
I was
And
wondering.
it was nice. It was a good show. The light show was great.
Well, it always is. Okay, so
Yeah.
are they the original band members? You think were they all? old?
Well, so I did a little research on it, and ELO, the Jeff Lynne's ELO is how it's now it's coined. He is the sole survivor or sole member of this band. So whether they've died or they've no longer are part of the band, it's essentially his band. He created it. So I guess the moniker he has to go by now is, instead of just ELO, it's now Jeff Lynne's ELO.
Okay.
But it
I was
was
wondering if they.
he sounded fantastic. Like
Really?
he sounded very much like he does. But what was interesting, it was like a strict 90-minute show done. He doesn't move around a lot. It's just literally like dude with a guitar. Like he did
I
not.
was limping.
He might have been. I mean, he looked good. I mean, he's mid-70s, so I mean, he looked decent enough. And of course, they had like some strings there. They had like two cellists and a woman playing the violin. Phenomenal, really good. And the one chick singing backup because they have such high notes. Phenomenal. They were really good. I didn't know what to expect because I was like, I don't know many ELO songs. I know way more ELO songs than I thought I did.
Yeah,
Because it's like you read the title and I'm like, I don't know that. And then you hear it, you're like,
you hear it,
of
you're
course
like,
I know
I know
this.
what that is. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So they were good. I would recommend it. I think my tickets were like, by the time the fees and everything, about $90. Like, would I do it all the time? No, but it was a good. Watch them wiggle, watch them jiggle.
Watch them wiggle, watch them jiggle. Jeff Lynne's ELO.
It was fun. I recommend it. So a little pricey, but not bad.
How much were ELO tickets?
Well, again, by the time the fees and everything, and they ended up popping the second show on. So I got tickets for the second show. It was taxes, fees, $90. Not bad for
Second
first
show.
level seats. He originally had a Friday night show, and they added a second show, which was last night, Saturday night show, because they were both sold out. Like that stadium was stuffed,
Oh, okay.
or arena was stuffed.
That's
'cause
amazing that they can
I
sell
guess we were
out
sitting on the ice, you know.
It's like 16,000 seat
Yeah.
venue.
Yeah.
That's
Twice.
shocking that they can sell
Yeah.
it out.
Well, it's like you wonder. I'm like, oh, who's going to see ELO? I'm like, oh, it shouldn't be packed. And then I walk in there, I'm like, everybody's here. Like,
That is
and
pretty fun.
the average age median, of course, was like my age and Paul's age. Like it was like, but a lot of people brought their kids. Like there was kids maybe as young as like teenagers, and then the young guys sitting in front of us, and the people behind us were having a blast. I mean, it was like a big party. Everybody was having a good time.
The place smell like pot like it used to in
Oh
the 70s.
my God, yes. Yes. Like at one point the show starts and I'm like, yeah, like there's this skunk weed coming through. I'm like, who's fucking smoking weed in here? But I guess they smuggled in a vape or whatever.
Yeah, I know. You go home and you smell like
it was
it's terrible.
I did. I went home last night. I'm like, oh, I smell like I smoke weed. And I mean, kudos to whoever wants to do it. I don't want to, and I don't like the
Right.
smell of it, and I
Get a
don't like it on me.
contact eye.
Yeah, it wasn't that smoky, but it was just like a good puff every once in a while. Would like.
Could you
waft
imagine
through.
the people up there in the third level?
Oh
They're
my God!
stoned.
I don't know how
Trying to
they
get
weren't
down the steps,
falling
the old
out.
people.
Yeah, I know. It was hard enough to get out just like sober. What kills me, the cost. Like people go. I don't know. Did you ever go when you went to a concert? Did you go and like decide you're gonna go eat all the food when you were there? Like, did you go and eat dinner at the arena? No. Like, but they never really even sold much in the way of food. Like it was always like maybe got a pretzel or some popcorn. People were walking through like hawking popcorn. $10 for like those those boxes that says popcorn. They're like they're not big. $10. Like I guess it's popcorn. Like I was gonna buy a canned drink, and I was because they have like, oh, I'll get a can, an enormous can of beer. I'm like, I can't drink all that beer. Like it's just too. I'm not gonna drink it fast enough where it won't be warm, and then I'll be mad that I paid like $20 or whatever for a can of beer, a giant can of beer, that I'm not gonna finish because it got warm. Because that's gross. And then I gotta carry. They open it and they make you carry it open. So it's like
$22 for a tall boy at Citi Field.
It's fucking, it's insane. And it's a huge can of beer. I'm like, ugh. Yeah,
so,
it's the price of a 30 case.
30,
Exactly.
Exactly is what it is. All right, so I'm going to take you in the Wayback Machine. So we used to go to concerts all the time because it was fun, So 80s is when I started driving in the 80s. We used to go to all the concerts. We figured out where they were. We would stand in line to get tickets. There was a couple places we used to go. We would
in the old days, you
get
could
tickets.
buy the tickets.
Didn't buy them on the phone. None of that shit.
That was online. You stood in line to buy them.
To buy the tickets, and then you take 3 people with you. So because you were only allowed to have 4, so you take 3, so you get 12. And then we would all go. So I had a Suburban. My father's Suburban.
Oh my God!
Big Suburban,
stuff full of people.
Yeah, so everybody would load up. We would stop it, get 2 or 3, maybe 4 buckets of Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Oh my
and some stuff and potato chips and stuff like that, and couple coolers full of beer, and then we would go and tailgate before the concert, and then we would go in and watch the concert, and then we'd get back out, and then we'd get in the truck, and we would immediately drive to Pat's and Gino's Steaks, and that's what we ate afterwards, and then we would go home. I mean, you had to do that. It was mandatory. Eat chicken in the parking lot.
Mr. Decaf. That's
we got
mean.
John's order. What did everybody else get? That's a bit.
Mean
Hey,
young man.
I was a lot svelter then.
I don't ever recall, and the amount of people that were just eating, everything. It was just they were sitting at the seat, and it's like they had those big, the carnival, the little tray that had your hot dog, your chicken nuggets or whatever, and then fries and ketchup, and they're carrying all. I'm like, it's 90 minutes. It's a concert. It starts at 8:00. What are you eating? Why do you need to eat at 8:00 at night? Eat your dinner before. But I mean, I didn't even eat at the venue. I'm like, I'm not paying money for that. We'd stopped and had a decent enough dinner, at the diner. But
I was trying
no way.
Somewhere I have a picture of when I was that age. And it was funny because I was wearing a Spuds MacKenzie T-shirt in this picture.
Oh, my God.
With the sleeves cut off. And I remember that shirt. And that was in the 80s, right? So I couldn't have been more
very.
Yeah, I know it's in here somewhere, but I can't find it. But anyhow,
Spuds MacKenzie. Holy shit.
Yeah, it wasn't, back then I was a younger, svelter kind of guy. See if I can get all the way down, find out wherever that was. I don't know. I got to start pulling some of these pictures. So when
That'd be fun.
The younger me. So everybody says, you think I was this fat the whole time?
In black and white?
Yeah. You get powder burns from the flash going off.
Oh my goodness, yeah. No, I like some of my older pictures from way back 100 years ago. So, but
yeah. Oh.
All good.
Wow, there's one. Oops.
Oh, there you go. Bob says he saw a friend post a Rush concert ticket from 1978, $10 general admission. Yeah, they played out here in the 80s, and it was $25.
Yeah, it was.
Oh my God.
Wasn't much at all.
It's nuts. It's when you think about concerts. It's just insane. They just run rampant. They can charge whatever they want.
Right.
And you either go or you don't. We saw the opening band for ELO. Was a band called Rooney, just like Ed Rooney or from Ferris Bueller. Apparently, that was the inspiration of the name. And the lead singer, he was very good, and they sounded like they were big fans of ELO. Some of the sounds sound like it was inspired a bit by ELO, and the vibe. I'm actually followed them on social, and I'm gonna do some deep dives on their music. He told a little story before his last song. And he said, back in 1970, whatever, my mom came out here to do a little movie. Perhaps you've heard of it. Rocky? And the crowd goes bah! Ape shit, because of course. And his mom was Talia Shire. So I thought that was, so he held up his camera And he said, she loved that movie. That's like the role everybody recognizes her for and all this, that, and the other. He's like, when I count to 3, can the whole crowd say, yo, Adrian? 16,000 people, yo, Adrian. It was pretty funny. And he was like, thanks. And then he like turned it and he like waved at it like it was I guess he was sending it to his mom. And I thought, how cute was that? But they were very good. I enjoyed them. So I'll have to track them down and see if I can find
it's funny
some.
that all these old bands are coming back.
I know. Well, who's got the money for them? The boomers and the Gen X's who had seen them. But if they're smart, I mean, you keep it to a little bit of a smaller venue, or they pair up like I did when I saw Foreigner and Styx and John Waite. It's just you'd sell out your space better. Like it would be. I think it's complementary. Because it's similar sounds, same era, and then you get really. I don't mind paying a little more for a ticket if I'm going to see like a really good doubleheader show there. So.
I'm sorry, I'm not paying attention to you. I'm glad you're
no,
talking
you're not.
Because I'm trying to
I don't know what you're doing.
I know.
You're doodling.
I'm vamping here.
You're vamping. Okay, whatever that means.
Let me see if this works.
So, but my next concert is going to be Yachtly Crew, the yacht rock band. So I'm very excited. I don't know what the hell I did in my hair.
Yacht rock.
I'm
very
very
when are you
excited
doing
to
that? Wednesday?
That's October. No, that's October. No.
No.
It's on a Saturday.
Shitty song of the week.
Tomorrow.
It's tomorrow.
I'm recording tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay. And did you pick your song yet? You're not allowed to tell.
I did. I changed my song.
You did?
Because I did. Well, no, because it's like the more I listened to the song I picked, I liked it way too much to have it be a shitty song. I'm like,
oh, okay.
But it was very difficult to pick out of that group a shitty song.
Really?
But I managed. Yep, but I managed. And it's one of those songs that makes me cringe when I hear it. So I'm like, it's got to be this one. So
hang on
I'm very pleased.
second. Here it is. I'm doing this on the fly. Here's something. I can't believe I'm actually going to show this. You want to see
Did
something?
you find your picture?
You want to see the last time I played golf?
All right.
I can't believe I'm doing this. All right.
Shut up, piggies. Okay.
Listen to those pigs.
Can you hear them? They're going ape shit.
I can hear a little. Yeah, when you said something, I could hear them like cooing in the background.
It's the background that, chirping.
So, a friend of mine says, "Hey, there's a golf outing and we're all going." And I said, "I don't play golf." And he's like, "Come on." I said, "No, I can't stand playing golf." I said, "I'm terrible at it. It's horrible." He goes, "What's the big deal?" He says, it's for a
drink beer,
good
drive
cause.
the cart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a charity. We're all going to be there. You got to come. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Hang on
I'll
one
go and
second.
have fun.
Oh, yeah, right. Let me see. So, okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag this in here.
Okay.
So here I'm going to back up. I might have got you. All right. So this is the first tee. Everybody's there. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Everybody's there. And they're all standing there. And I got to drive from the first tee. And all I don't want to do is hit a tree. All right.
Okay.
So I don't know if you can hear this. Here we go.
Oh, he might hit him.
I hit a fucking tree.
I heard like immediate, like.
It's just. He gives me his clubs. Listen.
Oh, he might hit him.
I might have got you. This thing. Jesus.
There you
Christ.
go. Whacked it. That's
God
funny.
Damn it.
Well, it's funny because in my Facebook feed, like one of those, because you get those reminders of 3 years ago, 4 years ago. Apparently, I'm playing a game of whack fuck here. Exactly. Whack fuck. $1,000 you slice into the woods. That's an easy bet, Dean.
Oh, you never slice. It's a Caddyshack. Yeah, it was terrible.
Yep. Yeah, I had a Facebook memory pop up last year. This time I was at working a golf outing. So, because I don't know how to play golf. So, the nonprofit I'd worked for or was working with needed someone to go sit at one of the holes. And I was like, I'll go. So I grab a can of beer, drive the cart. At one point, I'm literally stretched out, my feet crossed, across the golf cart, drinking beer. And I'm like, I could get into golf if that's what this is. If this is golf,
not what it's about,
I could do
though.
golf.
Yeah, it's not that though.
But
That's
for
the
me,
problem.
it would be. I'd be the cart girl. I'll drive. I'll watch.
Yeah, But you got to get out and hit the ball. But the thing was, the nice thing about this tournament was it was best ball, so it didn't matter where I hit it. This guy says doesn't matter. I think I bought like 25 balls, and when I came back, I think I had 1 ball left. I think I lost that many balls. It was terrible.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, Dean. No, they
What
paid
did
me to
Dean
keep
say?
my shirt on. Thank you.
Is that what they said? Oh, remember, like my daughter, one daughter she was going to go and be a cart girl in the summer. I said, absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely
Drunk
not.
fools will molest you. No thanks.
Yeah, I said, there's no way. There is
Yeah,
no
that's
way.
not good. I mean, there's a certain, you know what, like being a cart girl is like being a shot girl. Like, you know,
Yes.
you walk around selling like test tubes and shots and shit like that, and sell the rose girl. Like that's what you're doing. So you got to be not, you know, you got to be really cute, and you have to be used to men being pigs, because you guys kind of are with cart girls. Because the more drunk
Right,
you get,
we
the
are.
more, you know, aggressive you kind of get to be. But it's good money. I mean,
Yep. Hang on a second.
That-
I got another picture
there's-
of me back when we used to go for.
Nice.
This was my computer days, or my computer days. This was when I was going to the concerts. Because I think this is the Spuds McKenzie shirt, if I'm not mistaken. Here it is. Here I am.
do you have a bow on your head?
Yes. I'm not sure what the. I think
Were you
that's
a
Spuds
gift?
McKenzie. Yeah, there it is. There's the Spuds McKenzie T-shirt.
John's a Bud Light fan.
Well, this was back before it was gay.
Look at you with the beard. Holy cow.
Yeah. See.
The brown, like dark beard.
Yeah.
All
I
that
think I was-
hair.
Yeah, I think I was 25, 26 there. That was the,
Bud
that was the
Booger says-
concert going to.
He says, well, that explains the vest.
It's true.
Oh, nice, Bob. Glory
Bob.
days.
Yes. Yeah, doing all that Glory Day shit.
They'll pass you by, glory
Mm-hmm.
days. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't always fat.
We all have glory days.
Mm-hmm.
Some more than others. That's all.
Yeah. Oh, well, this week I get to go Thursday. I go
Mm-hmm.
to the diabetes doctor to find out what's going on. That's
Oh,
my
good times.
6-month checkup. So it's
Good.
been 6 months since I've been on that Monjaro.
You've done well, though.
80 something pounds, almost
That's
85.
pretty good. That's pretty good, John.
In 6 months. Yeah.
Good for you, man.
Yep. I'm thinking
Getting
about
nice.
doing a fast. I keep toying with it, and I think
Why?
next week I'm going to start just to try it. They say that
Why?
if you can do it, I'll tell you why. Because they say if you do a fast and you can do it for 3 to 4 days, that it does a lot to your body starts to heal itself. It starts to eat some of the like the bad dead cells or the whatever. It starts to heal itself.
Because you're going to starvation mode. It's going to eat.
I don't know.
muscle and
Listen,
shit.
everybody says that, but why do we get fat? We get fat so in case something happens, we have the fat storage so we can live. And
Well, if you're a doctor, I would say bounce it off your doctor.
I'm not telling my doctor. He'll tell me. not
Oh
to
my
do it.
God. Because your doctor. Oh, yeah. I pay the guy to give me medical advice that I clearly will disregard.
Yeah.
Oh, congrats, Bob.
Exactly. Bob and a little group. He's been 9 months together. Oh,
Oh.
look at
So is
that.
What's the anniversary for that? Vegas?
No, something like takeout, like pizza. It's
Yeah.
the pizza anniversary, or
Pizza. I
Whatever.
like that idea. Pizza anniversary
Yeah.
sounds delicious.
especially when you're something cream pies. It's the cream pie anniversary. Of course it is, Bob.
Isn't that like every week, though?
Filthiest guy I've ever seen. You know, when I first met Bob, his first wife had him so cucked that he would never say anything like that. So now that, excuse me, now that she's gone, I mean, it just never stops with him. It's amazing. Poor
He's a
Bob.
busy fella. He says, now you know why. Rosie
Yeah, yeah.
Palmer. Oh, okay. 19.
Rosie Palm and I have been together for 55 years. Okay, that's good.
It's so gross. Oh, my God.
Okay.
Unreal.
Congratulations.
Many more.
Yep.
Doesn't she have
Did you
5
see the
sisters?
thing about what's going? Excuse me. Did you see the thing that was going on in California where Now they're saying you can't have these deep fakes, these AI generated. Newsom made a law against it.
It's such a fucking doofus.
And
Okay,
what did the
yeah.
first thing that Elon Musk did? Put one out about Kamala Harris.
Fabulous. And
and put it
clearly
on-
marked it as a spoof. Yeah.
Yeah, and put it on X, and everybody's sharing it. I forget how many shares it's got. It's got like over 100,000 shares. I shared it. Matter of fact, we're going to play it on Thursday and Wednesday. We're going to play it on Wednesday. Yeah, we got so much shit in.
I know.
stories
I
to
think
talk
I just
about.
put something in it before, or like just right before we went on.
Four Sisters and
You have to go back and reread.
I know I got to go back in. It's okay.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, Budweiser. That's terrible. It's horrible, Budweiser.
Yeah, all y'all are gross. I love it. It's so fun.
Can't even put that up here. So disgusting.
Gavin, new sperm, virtue signaling. Yeah.
New
Yeah,
scum.
absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
New scum.
Well, we'll see. I mean, I don't even. Everything is so crazy right now. They're doing like there's this one guy. I don't even know who he is, and he did this thing where he sits down, and he's a liberal, and he takes on all these whoever, and then there was Charlie Kirk, who did the same thing and took on all liberals. And
I saw that he was at a college campus when he did
well,
it.
this
right?
weekend they he was supposed to go to Penn State, and they had Penn State took his AV equipment away. No speakers, no microphone, because too many kids complained that they didn't want it. Oh, God forbid somebody
So
talk about something I
don't-
don't like.
So
Yeah,
don't
don't go
go
there.
there. I don't
Pussies.
understand. Like if something's on TV that you don't like, do you sue the news station?
Yeah, and then
Oh,
this
I
one,
don't like this game show. Well,
and this one kid, he shows up and he's got a vest on and he's got a fishnet T-shirt and he's got a cross hanging from his ear. He looked like Vegeta, and so he's there and he's saying, and he starts talking, and then of course, you know, say what you want about Charlie Kirk, he's got facts. He knows his shit.
he does.
And as soon as he starts going with the facts, they're like, get racist. I'm leaving. You hurt my feelings.
Okay.
I bruised my vagina.
You made me sad.
I'm so sad. Again, I don't even know how this is even a close. Well, I do know how it's close because it's Donald Trump, and Donald Trump does Donald Trump things, and then people get mad at him. So that's why. That's why it's close. He's like the Eagles. He's got to make it. It's always got to be a goddamn
Difficult.
difficult. It's like we can't just have like an easy win, can we? No.
No. But
All right.
JD Vance and Tampon Tim are coming up soon, so that's the one
I
I
can't
wanna
wait for
watch.
that. Did you see him? Did you see JD Vance's press conference that he did in Wisconsin? He comes
I
in
think so.
and he just has the press there, and they just keep asking him question after question, and they're hammering him with questions,
He just stands there and takes it.
and he stands
God
there
bless
and
him.
he does such a great job answering. Now,
He's calm,
Do you think that Kamala Harris would sit there and actually do something like that? No,
No, she doesn't. She never
she
has.
can't. She can't. And the fact
She
that,
walks to the plane, pretends she has AirPods in. They're
yeah,
like,
can't
like,
hear nothing. Sorry. Oh, joy, joy,
Giggle,
joy.
giggle.
We're joyful warriors.
I'm joyfully deaf right now. Ah.
Orange man bad. Vote VP Cackles.
Thank Brandon out.
And again, we're going to.
It's
This is
crazy.
a little preview. But what about? Did you? Joe Biden has a cabinet meeting. He hasn't had one in like 2 years. I don't know how long. it's
We're
been.
going to do some work now.
Yeah. So now he has a cabinet meeting. He gets in there. He turns it over to Joe Biden.
Yeah, she's not a cabinet member. Did you see
That's
some
not even
letterhead has her
allowed.
name on it? No, it's not.
Okay, so why is the Republicans? I'm mad at the Republicans. They're not doing shit.
They're not.
Why aren't they
It's so
calling
frustrating.
for the president of the United States to be removed? He's they have the capability of making enough noise where something has to be done. I don't know.
I don't know. It's so stupid. This whole thing is so fucking stupid. I just want this election over with. I'm exhausted by it because it's all this nonsense that you have to pay attention to. You can't just, I mean, if you know how you're voting, then you know how you're voting. I guess that's
Right.
that's what people are doing. But it's just to stay current on what they're talking about. Like, are we moving past? They're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats, so we get moving past.
They're
that.
eating
So,
the dogs. They're eating. I can't. I love that song. I love that song.
do.
They even tried to hang that on him. They're like, you said that you made up stories. He goes, no, I didn't say I made up stories. I said constituents were talking to me about something which became a story. And I don't mind that it became a story because it brought this attention
light
to a
on it.
town. I didn't make up the story. I'm just telling you what my constituents said.
Yeah,
So,
it's not my fault if it took a meme to get your attention,
exactly.
which I thought was pretty
And
pretty
what
goddamn funny.
memes they are. They're fantastic.
They're
All right.
eating the pets.
All right, kiddo. I think I got things straightened out here.
All right, well, it sounds good. Throw this out.
I will let
this
you
up.
throw it out. You really want that? I don't know. This is
Yeah, why not? Well, put it up
I
on
can
YouTube
throw it up
or
on.
whatever.
I can throw it out as a podcast. I guess.
Yeah,
I
put
guess.
it up on the
I guess.
yeah.
I guess.
Put it up
I
on
can
the
throw it-
tubes.
Yeah, I can-
Whatever.
well,
Who
it's
cares?
already. It's going to be on YouTube. It's going to be. It's going to be
All right.
everywhere but Rumble.
All right, that's fine.
So
We
I'll
need
just-
we need the eyes on it. I've noticed we did get a few more likes on YouTube. Thank you, people. Thank you.
Okay, subscribe. Oh yeah, if you're watching this on YouTube, like it. Everybody tells you to like it.
Yeah.
And there was one other thing I
Click the like button.
yeah, right there. Click
Yeah,
the like button.
bonus
down
show. There you go.
there. Yeah, just a bonus show. Emergency podcast. Jamingo fucked up his podcasting rig,
Emergency.
and he needs to fix it right away.
Da-da-da-da-da.
All right. Do we have any? I don't
Sunday
have-
fixing.
Yeah, hold on. I can do the ending song,
Nice.
and I don't
Fun.
have any placards to put up.
Another win. Thanks, Bob.
Another win for the bunker. Oh my God.
It's loud.
There
you go.
Well, first of all, what they did to Steel Toe, your buddy, the guy you don't like,
Fucking doofus. Yeah.
Carl, on Friday, he did a whole Steel Toe, and it was called something the Piggy.
They
And
annihilate
they
him.
did a 2-hour Steel Toe thing like they usually do about John, and it was fucking fantastic. I hope they do it every week. I really do.
Well, he loves it because it still gets attention back on him. So he'll still make money.
Yeah,
He'll make more money now.
yeah, that'd be great. All right.
Getting
And then,
arrested was the best thing that happened to him.
If anything happens on Wednesday, I might need you guys somewhere around, I don't know what time, Wednesday afternoon, but I'll let everybody know.
Let us know. We're moving my office that day, but we'll see. I can jump on.
I might
I'll
need
do
you
the
in
best
the
I
chat.
can.
Okay, everybody. We'll talk to you later. See how this works when I don't do this.